Hey, welcome back to SGS. I'm Sarge, and I'm bringing music to the front lines to you guys today. And today we're going to do a continuance of something different for the channel, just for something fun. It's Friday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful week. We're going to do Miley Cyrus and Metallica. Nothing Else Matters. Live on the Howard Stern Show on Sirius XM. It looks like it was September 9th, 2021. This is 8 minutes and 54 seconds long. I assume they're going to do a little talking prior to the song. Um, you know, I enjoyed Flowers the other day. I hadn't really listened to Miley ever. I like her smoky voice. She really stands out. I'm interested to see what she does to this iconic classic of a rock song, and see how they get along. Hopefully it's good. I've not seen the video, so I have no idea. With that being said, guys, if you want to see some more Miley or another artist on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And leave comments down below of who you'd like to see. I realize not everybody loves Miley, not everybody loves any of the artists that I bring to the channel, but there's some people out there that do love the different individuals, and if you want to see something different, by all means, please comment down below. But we've got a lot to get through because this is 8 minutes and 54 seconds, like I said before. So let's go ahead and get into it. Again, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I hope that you enjoy this video. All right, here we go.
Talk about the song that Miley's going to do with you guys to honor the Black Album. We're talking about Nothing Else Matters. We know from past conversations that, James, you said you didn't even want to present this song to the band because you thought it was too much of a love song. You were kind of ashamed of it. You were embarrassed
Really?
to show this kind of emotion on a record, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was one of those just very vulnerable places. And, that was the last thing, especially late 80s. We built this reputation of tough guy and, we're made of stone. You can't hurt us, blah, blah.
Shout out to Metallica too. Obviously, I grew up. I was born in the '70s, so I grew up on Metallica. They're an iconic band. Some of the hardest stuff I've ever heard. I love like Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning. All those awesome ones. But this is another one. Nothing Else Matters, etc. Just shout out to them for their iconic work. I know they're probably past that point at this point, but hey, look, what they've done for the music industry and rock and roll is immeasurable. All right, let's go.
Blah, blah, blah. And this is one of the most vulnerable things. And obviously, the tougher the armor, the bigger the heart you want to show, but you're afraid to. So I was shocked when Bob Rock and Lars both said, "That is beautiful. That's an amazing song." It was a life-changing experience.
Wow.
To be okay playing this for them and them accepting it.
Miley, when you are now being asked to do this song and you know the importance of this song to the band, who do you sing it to?
When I first started covering this song, it was for Glastonbury because it's about honoring music and nothing else matters at that moment. When you're at Glastonbury, any of the shit that is said about me, it's my moment to kind of prove myself because it's just focused on the music. And when I did Glastonbury, it was the first time that I went. I didn't have any of the gags and no gimmicks. I wore pants and a shirt. And it was right before, actually, that the world knew that I was getting a divorce. But I knew that I was about 2 weeks before Glastonbury. And I had just lost my house in the fires. And this was my first show back. And so Nothing Else Matters to me was about the music because this whole conversation is just resonating with me. To hear like James say that he was afraid of something and knowing that at that point I was afraid of so much, I was so heartbroken. And my purpose was coming from this performance. I got sober at that time. I really pulled my fucking shit together. And this song was what drove me to that place because I knew that nothing else mattered. My life in regards to love was kind of falling apart, but I had my love for music. So this is my love letter to music. That's what it means to me.
Wow. That's great, perspective. And obviously it gives us a little bit of details inside of her mind and what was going on at the time. And that's incredible, man, because, she got sober and she realized, she had a pending divorce and she just knew that life was getting ready to be difficult, and she was just basically trying to pour herself back into the music, the things that made not necessarily made her great, but like that her passions and things were in. And, you know, so that way she could kind of work through and process through all the different issues that were going on with her. And what a great way to do that. But, you know, to honor some of, you know, rock's greatest legends out there as far as Metallica is concerned. But I'll be interested to see what it sounds like too before we speak too soon. But if she's on a track with Metallica, let's be real, they probably approved it and said, yeah, it sounds good enough. Okay. All right, let's keep going. That's interesting though.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That's great. I can't wait for you guys to do this together. Let's do this. Let's celebrate the Black Album.
Let's do
Let's
this.
celebrate this band. Let's celebrate Miley with the band and try it.
Such beautiful guitar, man. Just brings back all the flooded memories, man, of like the 80s. '90s, really, to some degree too, definitely.
So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. No, nothing else matters.
Before we go any further, I'm going to say this before anybody goes crazy. First of all, I like her voice, and I think it goes well with the song. However, no, I don't think it's going to be better than the original. But I'm really appreciating this because I don't know how. I mean, I think you'd have to have sort of like that alto type voice to even do this, really. I mean, I know you could do it other octaves, but I think it would sound better at her tone if there's going to be another person that's not one of the band members on there. All right, let's keep going.
Never open myself this way. Life is ours, we live it always. And all the words I don't just say yeah. And nothing else matters. Trust our seek and I find in you.
Okay.
Every day for us something new. You open my for a different goal. No, nothing else matters. Never care for what they do.
Okay, he's gonna sing with her. Yay.
Never care for what they know. 'Cause I know. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trust in who we are. No, nothing else matters. Never care for what they do. Never care for what they know. 'Cause I know.
Beautiful. Love this. Really love this. And she doesn't sound bad, man. She actually sounds pretty good with them. I know it's not going to be a permanent thing, but it is pretty cool. She kind of sounds like Heart to me. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get. Woo.
this way. Life is ours, we live it always. And all the words I don't just say. No, nothing else matters.
What a belt.
Trust I seek and I find in you. Every day for us something new. Open mind for a different girl. No, nothing else matters.
So, do you think they're pleased? I mean, because you go back, I'm not trying to like stop this. It's already a pretty long video, and I know that, guys. But like, you see him right here, and he's looking at her like, hey, I mean, and unless I'm reading this wrong, but he looks pretty pleased with her. I mean, I think she's kicking ass on this, to be honest. I mean, because again, it's Miley Cyrus. Now, granted, I realize she has that country background, obviously the pop background. You know, I get all that, and she's talented. I get that, but like her voice kind of goes really well with this song. It kind of brings, like, I understand, you know, it was a love song and a sort of a sad song, etc. But she's really at this point, you know, in it all, she's kind of bringing a little bit of energy to it. So I'm digging it. I'm actually liking it. Yeah, but like he looks like he's pretty pleased with her. So I mean, you know.
Open mind for a different girl. No, nothing else matters. Never cared for things they say. Never cared for games they play. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. 'Cause I know. Yeah. Woo.
Oh, here we go. Let's get it. That's a sick guitar, man. Beautiful. Holy crap,
So
man.
close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are. No, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey. Hey, I thought it was fantastic. Hey, look, you know, again, I know it's not, you know, the same as the original. So all of you Metallica purists, whatever out there, like, look, I'm not saying it beats that, but I thought she did a really good job. I thought she honored the song and the group and like brought a little bit of energy on her own. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I hope you guys like it. And if you want to see more Miley, or, you know, maybe if there's a Metallica video out there, obviously, you know, I know it's not necessarily something I do on the regular, but hey, I'm open to all music, guys, as long as it's something that you guys enjoy, you know, because that's the whole idea. I just want you guys to come together with me and us, you know, be able to hang out for a little bit and watch something awesome. And enjoy the music, and you know, if we can dissect it and break down things, we will, and if not, you know, we'll just enjoy the visuals and then bop along. But either way, with that being said, I've been Sarge. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I hope everybody is safe and has a lot of fun. And if it's nice out where you're at, I hope you go out and enjoy some time out there, touch some grass, and have some fun. And, you know, come back on Monday, or, you know, whenever my next video is, and see me, and let's get ready to rock and roll with some more music videos out there. With that being said, I've been Sarge. Eat well, be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.